Hello, welcome back. Is a little bit of an early stream for today, and also not the normal day for this. But I didn't stream last night. I didn't really want to. I just fell asleep. So I'm gonna go back into Pathologic. Try to remember what was going on because I don't remember. Also hope that it doesn't crash or anything. But it was doing a lot better. We weren't having too many problems with it. I know last time we got our base, which was really cool, with all of our like crafting stuff. I don't know. Are we on day 3? I don't remember. Okay. We are on day 3. We're at the beginning of day 3. Oh, so we're not actually into day 3. I gotta also remember like my. Oh boy. Oh god, that's right. Oh, this shit. Oh god, Oh, there's so much. Uh. Okay. You don't want to talk to me right now. Okay. Let's sleep. We don't need to sleep. Okay. Yeah. Night. Children's stash. I don't remember. Okay. I mean, I remember this. I guess, are we just waiting for. I think the next day technically starts at 8. Like, we're in day 3, but we haven't gotten the day's events. I think that it might start at 8 a.m. Right. Here's what's in my inventory because we dropped a bunch of stuff off. Finally, we're able to drop stuff off. Oh yeah, here's our. Oh, hunger is bad. We need food. Might have to worry about that. People. Here's the list. The 8th is in danger. We don't know who the 8th is. Yudong. His star's dead. That's our dad. Okay. Guess we'll leave. We can go back to our base. Check that out. Because, fuck if I remember what's going on. I don't know what we should be looking into. Right, so there's somebody else. There's the kids playing the game, and there's somebody else playing it. Or like leaving stuff who knows about it. Who is dangerous. I've yet to seriously barter with any women. Great. Um, I don't know what this would be. Oh, there's my bowl. Hey, bowl. I bought a bowl. Hello. What a nice bowl. Nothing else. I've got a bowl. So this is my base. I think. Or is this just the factory? I need food. No, this is the base. I need food. Do we read this? Invisible cat was seen in the warehouses. It can be caught during the day on good days. Uncle Old Man, do you know if it can be someone's half? If so, we can't touch it. Dragonfly Eye. Whoop. In which the alarm bell tolls. Okay. Cloth gloves. Okay. Put that in there. Gonna put this down here.
Can only take so much.
I do need food, and I don't seem to have any more food, so there's that issue. I need to be on the lookout for one of these, one of these. Okay, I don't know what this is. Just a bag. I need to be looking for thread. I should probably put away one of these so that I have it when I need it. This, I'm not gonna mix anything. This is broken until we get a toolbox or repair box. And I need food. I really need food. Okay, let's look at this though. Home is where your friends, you tag Laura are. I wonder how Lara is doing. Okay, so we need to go see Lara. Interesting. She is all the way on the other side of town, of course. But we also really need food. Which means we need to find a store. The pharmacy, clothes, there's a grocery. No one cares about me in the headquarters, it should be fine. I just need to go through here. What the hell is that noise? Hi, kid. The Boos has an urgent matter to discuss with you, Master Burak. Burak? Concerns your family home. It's always urgent with everyone. Tell him I'll drop by later today. To this, the Buis had told me to reply, this matter has to be resolved before sundown, otherwise you'll lose both the house and a large sum of money. Got it. I will do that. So that's oh, that's Vlad the Elder. Fat Vlad. Oh, is my I'm dropping a few frames? Oh, I see. Okay. Should be fine. CPU usage is a little high, but should be okay, hopefully. Okay, let's try to go to... I guess, I don't know how much food I actually have. First they locked the termitary, then the murders. Now the factory stopped. Unheard of! Fat Vlad would work us to death with no rest or sleep. His domain never stops. And now they're cordoning off districts too? What's going on? I wonder. An emergency at the factory, I guess. And now there's some sort of poisonous soot in the air. That's what people say. I don't think so. I'm afraid it's worse. District is locked down. Under Dr. Donkovsky's orders, these districts are off limit to anyone with medical personnel. Are you that Varrock guy? God. Fuck! He's telling other people the wrong name. Don't you know who I am, Dumb? Don't you know who Barack is? Now that's news. What's going on? Why is the area locked off? People say something happened at the factory, like an emission. Toxic soot in the air. Makes your eyes water in a minute. Wouldn't be smart to go in without protection. What does your beloved Dankovsky say? He says the district is locked down and off limits to anyone to doctors. Vorak allowed. So did I just walk into the soot? Just like that? Immunity booster. 2 pills. Protective clothes. 1 unit. Here you go. Protective clothes. Okay. So we got all that. So we now have... Just keep an eye on my immunity and unclean districts. Okay. So we have a cloth mask we get to wear. I have shoes. Oh boy, I've got shoes! Touch. It's forbidden for herb brides to have footwear. It's believed they speak with earth through their rhythmic footsteps. Winter must get cold. Interesting. This mask resembles those worn by medical personnel, but instead of sterile gauze, it's made of dirty cloth, and instead of clinging tightly to my face, it hangs loose. Frankly, it's just a rag with 2 ties. Interesting. Hopefully we are okay. So, scientifically speaking, there's no consensus on if immunity can be boosted at all. However, these pills work well. According to the box, they were manufactured more than 50 years ago. Great. Is that the thing we needed for... No, it's not. Oh god, this is very much an infected district. Okay. Let's actually not go in there. I don't think that grocer is going to be open. I don't think that grocer is available right now. So this is the infected district. There's a grocer over there, I guess. I'm gonna have to go across here. Need food. I mean, I can use this guy. I just assume that he's more expensive. Since he's shady. This game is still so beautiful. I really love these colors. It'd be so easy to make this like just a really ugly game. Alright, go down to... Oh no, okay. Whew. Whenever it hangs, I'm just like, is it okay? I still don't really know, like, does using stamina affect your other stats? Like, does it lower my hunger faster to be running a lot? You just have a tourniquet. Well, hello. It's all because of the damned war. We're losing it. The train that came in June was the last. I just know it. We're not seeing another one. I recently arrived from the outside. The trains still work. We've been cut off from the world, all alone. Food supplies are dwindling. We're not even talking about medicine. Where are we to get more? And now our only competent doctor is gone. This winter will be the end of our town. We have cows and we have bulls, not to mention stores of meat in the warehouses. I hope you're right, but the coming winter will be harsh, mark my words. Times like these, it becomes apparent just how childish we are, so dependent on that umbilical cord, on the noble families. Without them, we're done for. Our town can't stand on its own. It can feed others, but can't support itself. When threatened, people tend to get their shit together. Maybe towns are like that too. Okay, you have... That's fine. Canned food. Do you have anything that I really want to sell? I think the answer is no. I could sell that pocket watch at some point. I'm gonna buy these, to be honest. I just think that I'm gonna need a lot of food. Even though that's a lot of money. I don't really... I have the pocket watch if I do need more. Let's use this. Oh god, that did not help very much. Oh, that's much better. Okay. Okay, so do we want to go see Vlad before we go? I guess we should go see Vlad. We do want to go see Laura at some point, but we can wait. How fares your kind, Katanger? Do you know what an Udurg is? Kind of what does the Chondro sigil stand for? A body that contains a world. Everyone knows that. But what does that mean? Bikara. It can be a creature made of many creatures, like a family. A Taglor, a group of people bound by the same fate. I see. Our words are erased, Katanger. We turn our father's flutes into sticks. We take old words, big words, and apply them to small things. The connection to the source is still there. The lines remember. Yeah, connections are like veins. You can't just tear them out. But you have a package. Yeah. So, what did we learn? Oh, not that. This. Udurg means the body that contains a world. It refers to something that consists of many living parts. Okay. So we still don't know what that means. But, specifically. But it means more than one person, presumably. Hey, Bride. You look different than the other ones. Straight razor. Beetle. Alright, I was gonna... Excuse me. find a... Ooh, we need one of these. What does he want? That's fine. Unless we want to get... okay, we could do that. This. Wait, what? Oh, shit. Oh, right. No, I was going to just throw in one of these. Okay. There we go. Wow, that can is huge. That's an enormous can. Alright, what's going on here? Hey guys. Which department are you from, pal? Cutting? Trying to reach Big Vlad. Fat pig refuses to come out. Refuses even an explanation. Bloodsucker. What happened? The factory shut down 2 days ago, didn't you know? I mean, yeah, there is this soot problem. But when will it run again? Many of us will find themselves on the streets. Will anyone pay us for the downtime, or will the payment be reduced? I can tell you right now it's the latter, and that won't feed my children. God, but he's a job creator. Yeah. We want at least to be told what's going on. Why is the train not coming? Why did he cork up the termitary? I'll tell you why. They wanted it shut down. They're just looking for an excuse to close the factory. There was no accident. The toxic soda's a lie, a cover, a crock of shit. Closing the Bull Enterprise? I don't think so. We produce so much meat. Everyone needs to eat. Were you born yesterday, pal? What do you know? People are illiterate here. No fancy schools, but they still think faster than you. The state has one leg in the grave. It's going downhill so quickly we can't even end this bloody war. It won't end well. What is the war? Nothing ever ends well. Are you gonna see the man yourself? Tell him we ain't leaving without an answer. More people will come. We'll stay here for as long as we have to. Let the hateful pig tell us the truth. Alright, I'll tell him. It's interesting how... So we see a lot of these same repeated character models, right? There's only a certain number of them. And... the other thing is there's not a lot of animations, so we have these like those guys just standing around. But one of the things about this game is the theatricality, right? The idea that this is in some way a retelling or a recreation of previous events, is a theme with where we were playing with in the intro and is going to keep coming up, I think. This is already stuff that has happened, but we're playing through it again. We're performing it, and so that stuff, I mean, obviously those are budget limitations, why those characters look like that, but it plays into that theatricality.
It's clear. There's no water beneath the town. Perhaps my child is not such a fool. Kindred blood and all. Simon's disappeared. So, his death was another prank? Best not judge without all the facts.
Yeah, the way that Big Vlad speaks, he's very labored. They talk about that in the art book. I think, no, it wasn't in the art book. It was in one of the Twitter threads from one of the localizers. I was talking about it. Like he has to take a break to breathe between every few words. It'd be very easy to make that too much, but I think it works. Good thing you've come to visit, Master Barak. Right on time. Early bird gets the worm, indeed. The Canes plan to take away your house. Eastor's dead, God rest his soul, and his heir is on the run. The decision will be made today. Why are the Canes even involved? As you should know, the town is ruled by 3 families. I hold the economy, the abattoir, the factory, the station, the warehouses, known collectively as the Bull Enterprise. I do know this, but this doesn't explain. A silly name, but it stuck. Sabarov holds the peace, he handles the populace, and the Canes build houses, other structures, general planning, all of them. Oh, so the idea is the Canes control housing? That's a weird... Okay. I know this. The Canes see all houses, including yours, as cogs in the machine. They might decide to demolish it, or do something else entirely. Late Simon Kane was close to your father. One could say they were friends. Opposites truly do attract. Yes, they do. So what do I do? Go see the judge, that is, Georgie Kane. With his brother Simon dead, he is in charge. Go to him and assert your claim. Hurry. Georgie wakes at dawn and never takes back decisions. That's just how he is. Thanks, Boos. Boos? Boos? I don't actually know how you're supposed to say that. It's boss, obviously, but... Let's take our house. If only I remembered where exactly to find him. Really? Is he not on the map? No, he's totally on the map. I was like, isn't he at the... Yeah, over by the cathedral in the Canes place? Is it the Canes 3 buildings, I think? This is where you start off with the Bachelor. You start off talking to them. Of course, the Bachelor's not in this game yet. Playing as the Bachelor's not in this game yet. But... yeah, unfortunately I can't just keep talking to him to ask those other questions, even though they were all good questions. So I guess I should go over there. Do I need to go down? Looks like I need to go back down. I need to remember to look out for immunity boosters. It's probably pretty good. Where's the invisible cat? I want a cat. So I need to go over here. I think yeah, I can go up through there. Well, I don't need to go up through there anyway. I need to go over into here. Okay, I go over, up, and over this way. Where's some water? I need water. There's water. Give me water. Uh-oh. Oh, hello. Got some nice clothes. Oh, apple. You don't have anything. I don't have anything to trade you, really. Okay, well, you know what? Let's do this. I like her outfit. With this, I give you some of my hope. We have no doctor now. Who will help us? Who will treat our injuries or deliver children? You're a surgeon. You can do all that. So have some of our hope. And hope often leads to love. I share with you some of my grief. It's all I have for now. I'm sorry, Basagan. Ooh, look at that. Everybody likes me more. Okay. I did it. Now they'll accept me back as their own. Oh, good. Well, they still don't care about me, but, you know, they're closer to liking me. That's nice. Oh, shit. I'm gonna get that from you, buddy. Uh... Yep. Give me that fish. Give me that fish. Okay, I need to go out here and up. What's up, kid? Oh shit, you have a fish too? I'm just gonna trade for this. I need fish. I need all the food I can get. What are you doing? Interesting. How's it going, lady? CPU usage is getting very high, but oh, there's that. Hello, little child. Oh, smoked meat. If I had something more that you would like, I would probably buy that. So we want to go around and into the canes mention. Hey guys, what's y'all looking at? Crows being so numerous this year are a bad omen. Signed Baina, Kayala, how fares your kind? Numerous indeed. With us, Katanga, all omens seem to be death omens. No one cares. Like I've ever met people so indifferent. The crows are numerous, they're waiting for carrion. And what can we give them? Our bodies feed Mother Botto, the earth. Why feed crows? Aida Hamne Kirene. That would be like giving yourself to the sky. You know it's a bad way to go. And so the omen is ill. Let them wait. They'll get nothing. The crows not being noticed by anyone is a bad omen. What kind of omen is that? A real one. Crows are harbingers of death. Whoever doesn't notice crows will die soon. We'll be standing here for a while. Many, many, many people passed us by. The three of us were the only ones who stopped and looked. The four of us. The three of us. There are three of us. Oh, yes, four. Whichever you prefer. Three is fine by me. The crows perching directly on the cathedral are a bad omen. Why? For the Canes, every building is a machine, making something for humans, or with them. For example, this cathedral has nothing to do with religion. There's a grim joke circulating around, claiming that the cathedral makes time. Did the Canes mean it for real? It just makes it, produces it. Canes lay out their buildings in such a way that they change the perception and worldview of those inside them. I guess Simon wanted people to feel the flow of time differently inside the cathedral, so that's how he planned the building. But then rumors simplified the idea. Alright, but how are crows at fault? They slow time down. The Canes rushed ahead. They refused to sit on their hands. Complacency and laziness are the worst sins in their book. Slow time is tantamount to death for them. But those are just silly rumors. I, on the other hand, don't like being rushed. It's true. Wish I had more time. Wait, how do I get in here? Did I? Oh, it is right here. Coffee, huh? Alright, I want to save. Hopefully. Alright, that's what I figured. Oh. I remember this house. Oh, hi. Who are you? Can I get inside your desk? Guess not.
100 years? No. No, too much. 40? No. Not nearly enough.
God, look at it. Like, I really like how like angled his face is compared to Vlad's. Can I help you? So this is Victor. Where's Georgie? Georgie? The judge is in his workshop. What business brings you to him? I'm Isidore Barak's son. I'm here about our house. Workshop is in the right wing of the mansion. We're in mourning today, but I think he'll want to meet you. You're in mourning too? Yes, Simon our patriarch died 2 days ago under mysterious circumstances. Haven't you heard? I haven't. I mean, Vlad mentioned it, but he also said that he maybe faked his death or something. So, strange. The whole town knows. People loved him. He was this village's creator, after all. I heard he was a close friend of my father, who also died 2 days ago. An odd coincidence, don't you think? Odd indeed, if a coincidence at all. I hope Sabarov's people can unravel this case. I'll unravel it myself. Grief comes in spades these days. Who could have known the Polythedron will turn out this way? How did it turn out, exactly? From the capital, we have summoned the Stamatin brothers, 2 architects. They've come forth with a bold project, a contraption that defies gravity. In the capital, they were ridiculed. We thought differently, and so we granted them the opportunity. As you can see, the Polyhedron soars. The music in this area is really interesting. I sense a but. But the Polyhedron took away our children. The tower fascinates them. Inside, they've built something like a sovereign country, with my own son in charge. No one has any idea how to make them leave. You afraid that the tower will collapse? Why have you let them in? My brothers Simon and Georgi insisted that we have to let the children play. In a way, I agree with them. This is why we Canes create all these buildings after all, to change people. And it doesn't matter if you change people for the better or worse. No, it's just the tower does something to them. They don't explain this to outsiders, but I think it materializes illusions, some sort of optical effect. Vibrations too, of course. Simon was adamant that we do not hinder the children in any way, claimed this was the entire reason for its construction, but I want my son back. What's his name? Casper. The kids call him Khan. He is their leader, I suppose. As his father, I should be proud. Khan. He was among the children my father taught. Yes, you and your father spent a lot of time together last year. Simon and Isidore gathered some kind of coterie of children, ones they had special hopes for. I didn't have enough time to grasp those things, the things those 2 taught our children. I see. I'd like to speak to Khan if you don't mind. Well, they do come out from time to time, less often than I'd like. Abandon any hope of entering the Polyhedron, though. They don't let adults in. Yeah, I gathered as much. Not until The Bachelor! That was the thing. Like, the Polyhedron is going to be done for The Bachelor, because it's much more associated with The Bachelor. Wait, what? I can't. Can I'm gonna... Oh. Do I have to go back out? Is this like the Vlad's? Okay. I guess this is like Vlad's house where, Oh, no. It definitely said... Oh, okay. Never mind. I went to the wrong one, I guess. Never mind. What is that? What a... That's a statue, alright. Hey, buddy. Interesting. God, the time pressure in this game. Oh, hello. Agnia. The judge is in his workshop around the corner, but I can tell you the answer right now is... Yes, you may. I may what? You may slay the outlaws at night without repercussions. You're the fifth to come and ask about that. And why have you come? I'm wondering if my man is going to come and ask the same. He's generally planning to kill the killers. If he is, I'm leaving. Today. I admire your resolve. If somebody you know is planning to murder a person, even a villain, then there's something wrong with them. I've seen a few red flags already. Be careful at night. There's no guarantee your boyfriend doesn't join the outlaws instead. Okay. Gotta go around to the right for some reason. Oh man, look at all the building stuff. And the scales, because he's a judge. That's apparently not a door.
Everything is connected. Woven together, it forms a pattern in the great design. A human weaver who makes new connections cannot be ended by death.
You're Artemi Barak. I am. Say greetings, Judge. About the house. Now, after I've seen you with my own eyes, I relinquish all claims I have on your property. The house is yours. That's all it took. I'm going to write a decree. Pass it to the prefect of the hindquarters district. Today, of course. Why today? Those are the rules. The judge's decision is executed on the same day it's made. Hi, Mary. But why? That's inconvenient. Convenience is poison. One must accustom themselves to pursue any intention as soon as it appears, regardless of difficulty. Otherwise one burns out, gives in to doubts, starts fearing oneself. The bolder the dream, the more surely it becomes dust when the moment is lost. I'll never understand you. Your family, I mean. So we got... I need to hand the paper signed by the judge. Okay. Also, something came up. Ah, okay. These guys are in here now. Canes are bones. Okay. Well, we got time. We want to go up and see Lara. Possibly go up and get that, but that's really out of the way. But if we're gonna do it, this is the best time to do it, so maybe we do it. Can we go up here? Yeah, we can go up and around. Alright, that noise, the buzzing flies, means there's a thing to grab. But I ran past it, so it's fine. Hey guys, what's up? So that's what he looks like. Behold, folks. So here's what we want to know. Don't let yourself think we'd let you in on the game just because you're pretty. No one's happy that we had to do it. Got it? No one knows you yet. If you spill the beans to any grown-up, you'll mess it all up. Got it? I got it, I got it. I'm quick on the uptake. You know, because you want to know more about me. Look in the gut, in the boulders, next to a threshing machine. Alright. Where's that? Over there. Okay. Well, we'll have to go back in that direction. So, that should be fine. We want to go up through here? Yeah. Okay. Is that it? That's it. Those are money, so that's pretty important. The only thing more important than money is time in this game. Hi, Dio. Dio's sitting with me on the chair. Being a CP boy. Alright, I remember I went up here on I think when I saved that I died and lost everything. Or no, I don't think it died, I think it crashed, but I've only died once. I think I've only died once. And that was when I fell off of a high thing by accident, which is very dumb. But I know that I came up here at some point. Now these creepy statues. This is the cemetery. This is like the special. These are the tombs of the mistresses. Which is a whole thing. Oh. There you go. Yeah, Victoria's tomb, Nina's tomb. There it is. Let's see, I think the thing is over here, yeah. So I got this before. And you're supposed to leave something, right? I think. Something like that. How's it going, Mary? Whoop. Not bad. Oh, you played D&D earlier. That's cool. Is it more coast to coast? I feel like I'm right on top of it. Oh, yeah, the brown one is hard for me to see. Well, they're all kind of hard for me to see, but especially the brown one. When one coast meets another. Oh. Hi, Dio! I've not listened to... I think I've listened to the first two? I don't remember. There's a bunch I haven't listened to. I'll get to it. I haven't worked up to listening to things at work yet. Alright, we're almost to Lara. I'm respected here. Wow, I'm respectable. Is this Lara's house? Nope. Hey guys. Yeah, that's a good way to feel about it, I think. Seems like people are enjoying it though. I mean, and I enjoyed what I listened to. Just okay. Save. Hey Lara, how's it going? I know you're mad at me.
My heart beats uneven.
Speak of the devil, you started to like coming here, haven't you? You sure your boots won't wear down? I mean, I've only been here like twice, Lara. Granted, twice in like 3 days, but considering we used to be best friends. Unhappy to see me again? Aren't you supposed to be terribly busy? I don't understand why you keep coming. Or do you need my help again? I'll wash your clothes. You're filthy, like a chimney sweep. Revolting. While they dry, have some sleep. That's fine. I can do without your help. And I can leave if you don't want me here. I'm sorry. Forget it. It's just that sometimes you feel, all too poignantly, that your life is over. You're not even 30, but you're done. Not dead, but burned through. And there's nothing ahead of you. Wow, big mood. But what does that have to do with me? Nothing. Not now, anyway. It's just, could have gone differently. Perhaps the four of us should meet today. Even bad grief, like the old days. Grief? You've no idea what quagmire Grief has got himself in. And Stock, he's also done something awful. The judge is angry at him. He summoned him to the Crucible for questioning. He's still here. What does that even mean, huh? Oh, the three of you deserve each other. Let's gather together, huh? The four of us? I mean it. I'll arrange everything. And again, indeed, you're right. Let's do it. The four of us. Grief included. Today. The old place. The Apple Road, right? By midnight, as usual. Yes. Alright, we'll be clear. Okay. Childhood gang ended up barely talking to each other. Perhaps I can gather everyone back together again. Lara doesn't mind. What about the other two? Well, Stock hates me. I'm good. Grief seemed fine, though. I mean, he's like posing as a crime lord, and he's not actually up to it. But, you know, that's fine. Wait, who's over here? Oh, they said Ruben or Stock was called to see them. That's right. That's right. Okay, so we had to go back down that way? That's annoying. Where's the apple thing? I want to know which one is closest. Like, should I go here and then here? Should I go here and then here? I don't know which one is closer to where they want to meet. I have no idea. Alright, let's go back down this way. Unfortunately, I should have gone to meet Lara first, I guess. Oh, hi kid, what's up? Not can ask you come by, Big Bear. Looks like our troubles hunt in packs. What's going on? One of our lads, Patches, came down with something nasty. He's burning up, won't last long. That dandy doctor from the capital examined him. Told us the pills would kill him for sure. What do you mean pills will kill him? How should I know? He was rambling on about them being old and stale and and T-biotic or something. Guy's a worthless fraud, he is. Wants to board us up inside our hideout and let us walk. Antibiotics. Notkin told us, go and find the younger Barack. If anyone can make sense of this mess, it's Izar's son. That fancy weasel only thinks about boarding us up, so Barack's our only hope. I'll have to brew a little something first. Can he make it 3 hours? The Blackcoats and Patches had until the evening to live. Not even until the nightfall. Okay, run along. I'll be there soon. Shit. He won't live to see the evening. That is a problem. So we are going down this way then. That decides that. Because we gotta go to my lair. Okay, so how do I get over here? I need to just go this way. Hey guys. Nope. Kashk. Sorry. Passed by another one. Shouldn't have done. Okay, so I want to go. Yeah, through here is fine. I do need to eat. I need to go through here. Yeah, just go down this way. Because I need to do the kid first, it sounds like. The other ones can wait until, and if it comes to nighttime, I can still be doing them, it sounds like. Even though that'll really not work, because I'll need to be going over to the talk to Stock before then, but... So I want to go basically straight. Just keep going straight through the warehouses out to here. So I want to go to my, So, what was the... No, I want to go to here. I want to go to here. Tinctures... Right. Okay, I had to remember, I had to try to remember how to actually do this. Oh, God. Oh, the medicine system is, it's cool, but it would help if it had not been like a month since I played this game, or more. So that I remembered the whole tutorial and how the medicine system works, the diagnosis and everything. I think I need tinctures though. I think I may also need antibiotics that I don't have, but... So I need to go all the way across, go to my lair. This may be a thing where I save and then reload after I come and check the kid out, because I don't remember how to do it. Yeah, so basically you make the tinctures work on different layers, which are nerves, bones, and blood. Those are the people. I think those might be the layers. And then the patient goes up in pain, and basically it's a process of elimination. Okay. We'll do red and brown. Alright. Oh, I already had that one. We'll do brown and black. And we just need black and red. Oops.
Yep.
Okay. Hopefully that's what we need. What else does... Okay... I don't remember what you use the other shit for. It's the Yas Tincture Plus. I don't remember what makes the plus. Yeah, I have to go actually go all the way around to get in there. Can't like go in here. Oh, I didn't save. Guess I'll save at the kids. Oh, hello, Aspity. What are you doing here?
I see you in plain might.
He will die, Emshin. You will take his fate into your hands, and he will die. Stain not your hands with the death of a person who trusts you. How do you know he will die? You are not a healer yet. You will fail. You're a big man, but not so big as to take on the responsibility for others. But someone must try it. This is where you are right. We can't simply let it happen without a fight. So let me fight. And let this be a learning experience for me. Move aside, Kate. I won't hide behind your back. You believe taking your father's vessel was enough to become him. You jest, Emshin. You cannot heal. You know not the lines. Don't take too much on, or you'll snap like a rotten bow. Bow. Well, fine, I won't. It's interesting. God, I really want to see like after I've done and gotten a full playthrough through, I really want to see just a deep dive on all of the different possibilities in this game. Oh, hello. Are you gonna talk to me? No. Alright. Hey, Nutkin.
What?
That's his... What? What? That big city doctor was just here too. Told me to pass a message on. Don't waste your time on Patches. It's over for him. Instead, pull yourself together and come see me. I've got something important for you. That's it. And what do you think? We scrounged up all these pills from all over town, but the big city doctor said Patches will die if we give him any. His body can't take the strain. But you're gonna try anyway, aren't you? Pills? Is this rat poison or something? He said those are antibiotics. Rambled on about them being old, stale, more harm than good. Said we need to know exactly what's wrong before we can use them. Patches is burning up like a lit match, but there's no knowing why. Well, let's have a look at Patches. Old Brock would have had something for this. He used herbs to find out what's wrong with his patients. He used to say Twire reveals everything hidden in a body. Can you do that? Well, I can do many things. Come on, take the pills. Here are a handful for everything. Just make sure you figure out which one to give him, alright? The correct one will probably do the trick. Diagnosis Gnostics is a finicky process, but I'll try. Alright, so they gave me all the different colors. Where's my... There it is. So...
Light feet and heavy heart, huh? It should be the other way around.
Useless. Pointless. Smartass will be the end of him. So will you. Or Patches. You can have a go at him too if you like. Notkin wouldn't let me. Why, I wonder? They don't believe in me. They don't believe I'm a miracle worker. As they have believed, so it shall be done for them. But then why should the boy suffer? I'll deal with it myself. Maybe something will come of it. How about you just don't? You'll only make it worse. Dr. Smartass would smother him with medicine. You? What'll you do? Cut his heart out? Ripper? No, I'll do it my father's way. He could cure without cutting. God, everyone says I can't do it. Everyone says. Okay, so currently his pain is not that bad. We don't have anything for painkillers. Yeah, blood, nerve, bone. Oh, that's not helpful, is it? It's either bones or blood. This is probably not going to do me any good. Wait, this doesn't do me any good, does it? No. Well, maybe it does. It's either bones or nerves. Okay, it's bones.
And Magi alike. They only speak of love. Love and patience are our most precious gifts.
I came to my legacy. I traced Father's path and learned the voices of herbs. I entered the secret house and learned his craft. I will take care of his patients. I've proven by deeds that I know the lines. I am a Menku. Fuck yeah. My treatment helped Patches. I did it. What do you have to say about that? Nothing.
I'll take you to your end, rend, tend, mend.
Is he gonna make it? Too early to say. Time will tell. And the bachelor said it was no use. I knew he was lying. The big city grifter. Impossible this, gone or that. Nonsense. Wanted you to abandon us and go see him about some urgent business instead. So he wanted me to abandon a patient in favor of chatting with him. Charming. Yeah, well, he told us it was hopeless. We were worried you'd believe him and leave Patches to die. What did he get? What did you give him, by the way? One of your old man's tinctures? You're a shifty one, aren't you? You should have more faith in me. Well, he told us things look grim and that you should drop everything to go talk to him. Because he said it's a desperate situation and our lot has to be quarantined. He said you shouldn't even come in here so you don't catch it yourself. Your gang should stay put for now. Keep off the streets, alright? Bachelor Dunkowski has deemed me worthy of speaking with him and wants to see me at once. Must be something serious. God, the invisible cats! I want a cat! Oh, hi. What's up, Sticky?
Nerves can only take so much.
So I cleaned our place up. I burned the trash, took away the bones. I mean the cracked ones. And I put that weird gray goo from the table in a bucket. Might be useful, right? No rest for the wicked, huh? I can also whip something up for us to eat. Got any money? No money for you. I'll go home and make everything myself. You whippersnapper, what am I supposed to do with you? Anyway, when are you coming back? Should I wait for you or what? Someone's got to take care of your dad's stuff and stuff. I think it would be great if we did it together. Why do you care anyway? By the way, I broke a pipe over there. I don't think it was important though, so don't hit me, alright? I'll fix it myself. Oh, Bor has a pipe like that. I'll be able to trade it for a bottle of alcohol. We have a couple of those, right? Just stay here and don't go anywhere. Don't even move. Got it? Got it. Good, kiddo. Great. Keep it up. It's time to pay a visit to the lair. Yeah, I guess I can go to the lair real quick. Where is that thing? There it is. Oh, there's another one. It's not that. Where is it? Oh, right there. Alright, what time is it? 1:30. We got a lot to do today. Time for you to get a watch. Thanks, Mary. Oh, hey, what's up, dudes? Now everyone acknowledges you. Everyone says you have embarked upon the path of your father. Make it so they unlock the termitory. Bidikaran, something's off about it. Trouble must be brewing. Why trouble? What trouble? We don't know. Make them tell us. Make them open the termitory. Make who? Fat Vlad? You won't listen. Everyone says you're now a Menku. Once you're allowed to cut bodies, cut my brother, please. Release him of evil meat, so he may speak. When will I be allowed to do that? The elders will say when. Can we bring my brother to you? Will you cut away his pain? If I myself live to see that fine moment. You were unjustly suspected yesterday, but now everyone believes you. My sister is about to give birth. The older women say the child is big, she is small, so she will die if not helped. Will you help her? I will. Bring her when her water breaks. Where do you people all even come from? It's true. So much to do, so I still need to get back to the other side of the map. Oh, hi, Aspity. Yeah, who didn't believe in me? Are you just gonna be like, oh, it was just a test?
Kharish. Bekhareb. Badojo Bainam.
Ikara, you are a true heir to Isidore. You show it with alacrity, with your deeds. You know the ties that bind the world. He cannot be replaced, but someone has to do his job. So here I am. Any new thoughts on the contents of the Udar? Udhar? The murderer still breathes. That's what's bothering me. You just gonna hang out, Aspity? Also, isn't this place locked with a secret key that only I and the kid have? Let's put all this shit in here. keep those. Keep our medicine. Do. That's fine. What did he break? Oh, hey kid. Didn't I tell you to stay put? Well, I can't talk to him, so I guess it's fine. Is that 2 o'clock? Why was I supposed to come back here? I guess just to talk to those guys. So now I need to go see. I do need to deliver this. Is there a good way to go? Not really. Okay, I guess I go here. No, I'll just go around. Yeah. Go to my house first. Oh, I need to go over this way. Some water here, isn't there? Well, I thought there was. There it is. Oh, right. Shoot. This is the infected district. Well, gonna avoid. Oh, God. Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's real bad. Is this really important? I don't know if it's important to get my house back when it's all kind of wrecked. Wait. That's it? Where the fuck's the dude? I mean, why would he be here, considering what the state of it is, but... Well, shit. Oh. Okay. Hopefully it's not yuck inside. Oh, it's yuck inside. Oh, bloody bandage. Wonderful. Oy. Oy. I do need to eat. It's like all my food. Again. God, I don't know how you keep up with food in this game. It just seems like it's a constantly... Oh shit. Autopsy. They'll know. Who will know? Seems pretty dead and like there's no one else here. Wow. now? 6. Oh, that's how many I have. No, I don't need to drain blood. I just... Okay. So I could take organs from the guy and sell them, which is awful, but that's the thing. Probably need to use these. Ooh. That's a giant spindle. Oh, that looks terrifying, doesn't it? Oh, hi! Yes, Mary? Do not be an organ thief. It's good money. This place has been picked clean. Nothing more to loot. If you're feeling brave, check the neighboring houses. Maybe they have something left. Are you the prefect of this district? In the flesh. Isn't your job keeping people's things in their houses and not the other way around? Haven't you been outside? The air is no longer fit to breathe. Heard there was a blowout at the factory yesterday. Must be the soot settling down, choking people to death. I don't think this stuff is soot. What is it then? Something contagious. Did anyone else stay behind besides you? The poor and the brave might still be around, trying to salvage what little they can. It was decided the doctors, medical personnel, may take whatever they need, since they likely need it more. You're a doctor too, so as far as I know. So I may take whatever I want. You may, if you're not afraid of the soot. Alright. Townsfolk are running scared. Black stuff will dry a man's lung in a second. Heard of several being dead already. Take the paper. Black stuff or no black stuff, the house is mine now. My rights to the house have been restored. Oh, what's this up here? Oh, okay. We can take anything in the house that's contaminated by the black soot. A bullet? I really think that's a bad idea to go into that. Oh god. I have honestly no idea how to do this. Oh god. This is so hard. Oh, I didn't even realize what's happening. Okay. That's so hard. I am not used to minigames, to lockpick minigame that is like, that asks a lot out of you. Alright. I mean, I kind of, I'm taking a lot of time. Oh, okay. I got behind that thing. That's good. I didn't have to go through it. I'm just kind of grabbing everything. I'm trying to move fast. Everything that's not, 'cause I have a lot of inventory space right now. Okay, I think we leave. Oh god. Which way's out? This is out. Okay. I need to go up and around. Can I drink the water? Oh, maybe that was a bad idea. I mean, I kind of figured it would be a bad idea. I just, you know, I was curious. The answer was yes, it's a bad idea. Hey, buddy. Okay. Question is, did it did cure my thirst. Okay. That's good to know. Let's open this. I have no idea what was in that. Let's use immunity boosters. So I need to go check out the stash. There it is. Oh boy. Here. Have that. I don't know. I'll give you guys the reasons. A warm note. It's better to put it back after her. She left the nutshell. The house is ours again. Crafting in the evening as usual. What is, that? Okay. Okay, oh, bachelor's over there. Okay, so this is where, let's go talk to Grief. Alright, I think we'll be okay with our timing. It's a little tight. I'm also out of food, so that might be an issue. Oh, excuse me. Wait, oh, that's it. Shoot. Because it does have welcoming mat. Let me use clock.
If only we knew who did away with your father, we'd spare the beast nothing.
Guest is best when you see them less. Is this a bad moment? I've got enough on my plate. Will you tell me? No. Long tongues lead to short lives. If you have a point, get to it. If not, don't let the door hit you on the way out. We're getting together this night, the four of us, the old place. Huh? Why all of a sudden? We can mend our friendship. I'm sure we can. The old place isn't by the Gumstone? At the railroad? Yes. The Apple Road, remember? Go ahead. 3 of you will have more fun without me. No, we won't. I don't know, Cub. I've got a full plate here. Those men, the night hunters, they're too fond of playing with knives. Way too fond. Where'd they all even come from? It's not just your plate, it's everyone's now. Not my fault, but somehow it is. Never took blood, but I dressed for a red harvest. How it bloomed. Forget it. I'll deal with it myself. We'll figure it out together. I won't abandon you. See if he comes. Okay, it's 4 o'clock. Let's save again. to go out and over. Probably need to talk to the bachelor. I don't know if I'm going to stop by the kid's place again. Might just yell at me again like last time. Okay, I do need to go up here. I guess it's actually right on the way. So, I suppose I might as well. I should have just gone out here. That actually still might be faster to turn around. Oh, there's water here too. That's good. So, yeah, I just run all the way down here. What's this? Grocery. Why do you have a bullet? I mean, he doesn't have a gun, but still. So it sounded like they meant the changeling had left. Or they meant, what's her name? The cane girl. It doesn't work. How long ago did it break? It's always been like this. Would you like me to fix it for you? Really? Can you fix it? Did you have one of these as a kid? No, but I can try. Oh, I don't have... I mean, I have one of these, but it's at my thing. Ice screaming. Yeah. I had to remember how to do the medicine stuff earlier, which is a whole thing, but I got it. So I have one of these. It's back at my base, so... I don't know what that is, though. I don't even know what it is they want me to fix. It looks like a lamp. I don't know why a lamp needs a gear, though. I also don't think I'm going to make it back to my base and back before my kids. He's got immunity pills. Okay. So let's head. We gotta head all the way up. And we can go down and talk to the bachelor. Maybe we go talk to Stock first. We can talk to the bachelor first. I wish there was a faster crossing here. What is this building that the bachelor is? Oh, this is, right. I know what building this is. Hey guys. How's it going? Dr. Dankovsky ordered us to meet him here, by the house he's staying at. We've been waiting for half an hour, but he still hasn't come out. Meaning he's busy. So we wait. You will too. Who are you? Volunteers. Orderlies. He made us put these clothes on and come to him. The man clearly has theatrical ambitions. Why did he make you wear this? Flea protection. He said we'd thank him soon, and we believe him. Good that you're taking hygiene so seriously. Yeah, the idea that these uniforms are like plague doctor uniforms, basically. Oh no, the game crashed! Fuck. Okay. First crash of the day. We didn't do anything important between when we last saved. I don't think. We saved at Griefs. Order in all things, especially your inventory. Yeah, Griefs. Okay. It does mean I could go back over here and get the thing real quick. Maybe we'll do that. Wait, how do I get out? Yeah, I can go out here. What time is it? 4 o'clock. Okay. We should be fine on time. I don't know any game that I have felt as like rushed constantly as this game. This kind of time pressure. So the reason I stuck the gear in here, other than general, I guess if I'm in here I can do... I wish I could deposit this by clicking. I'll put that in here, put those in here. These are like trade goods. Tweezers I think are for crafting. Spindle is probably for crafting. This is for crafting. This is for selling to the dead item shop, if I ever find it. Or go see it again. This is dead item shop. That's for trading. Okay. That's fine. I needed to repair this thing, but I also need a toolbox, which is like the thing that I think that there's gonna be it's not just gonna show up. So I'm sure I'll find another gear at some point. I think it's fine to use this on the kids thing. Hopefully it makes the kids like me. I mean, the kids, Notkin's kids should like me because I saved their, I treated patches. But these other kids, I'm not sure whose group they're part of. I guess they're part of, what is her name? I'm not sure. So there's Notkin's group, there is Khan's group, which is at the Polyhedron. There's the Dogheads. No, the Dogheads are Khan's. Notkin's is the Soul and Halves. There's another gang of kids, and then there's, oops, not this. I mean, there's then there's also the two young girls. Right, Capella, and well, I guess there's three young girls because there's Taya. Well, and Murky and Grace, but that's not who I was talking about. I was talking about the Kane girl. Is she not on here? Hmm. I guess she's not. All these people. Alright, here's this. I don't think I traded with any of these guys for anything, so. Hey, kid. Ooh. Cutscene. Oh, no, not cutscene. Just a... Huh. Did that do something? Whoa! Whoa! What is it? How is it? Whoa. I don't know what any of these mean. Oh, it's got the polyhedron. It's got the little town. Okay. This building does not get less creepy. Yeah, the like blood-looking drawings all over the place. It's where is it? It's annoying the heck out of me. Why can't I find it? I need to just give up. I'm losing time. Okay, I gotta go all the way up again. Probably gonna need to trade for some stuff again. Because I don't have any food. I need to find some more kids with fish. Those are like the best. Oh, hello, polyhedron. Okay, we can go down here. Alright, let's hope the game doesn't crash this time. Oops. Through here. Yeah, this is what's her face's place? The place where you stay. Like, it's not a hotel, but it's the place where you stay as the bachelor, which I mean, that's what they said. Oh, okay. What in the... This is a really weird room, but...
The angel of death.
Yeah,
Jesus
her.
At my door.
Hi, Ava Yan. Who are you? Artemi Barak, surgeon. What do you want? Though you can hardly read, and I doubt you're into stargazing. Where's Daniel Dankovsky? He's staying here, right? He isn't here, and he isn't coming. He's gone to the town hall for a meeting, an important meeting with doctors. Who's that walking upstairs then, pacing impatiently, waiting for me? Just mice? No, I mean, ghosts. Restless souls. There are a lot of them here. Pretty huge mice, huh? Must be an excellent chef. God, fucking... Look at her fucking outfit! Like, what is she wearing? Also, she has one sock on. Yeah. Ava's... It's a thing. She really likes books, though. Wait, where is he? Thought he was here. I thought we heard him. Oh, hey, it's a map of the town. Yeah, it used to be a guest house for outsiders. Where'd he go? Alright, she swears that he's in the town hall. Okay. Which is also... Wait, where's the town hall? Oh, up here. Okay. Well... Fall is coming. Perhaps a jacket, maybe. I don't think she leaves the house much. Oh, those guys left. Oh, what? That's a lot of mice. That's creepy as hell. What is that? Oh, there it is. Immunity protects one's health. I should keep it high. Well, I already had that. And I got an achievement. Hear the alarm bell tolling. Alright. Okay. Wait, is this a... No. Oh, hi. Alright, I mean, that's where I'm going. Oh boy. Hey guys. Oh boy. You guys are really into me going this way. Why am I going that way? I want to go talk to Stock. I'll be back. Frogs, maybe, like the second plague of Egypt. Oh god, they are very insistent on me going to this town hall. I will go there after a minute. I'm gonna go talk to Stock first. Ugh! What a... Walk into that, huh? Oh, the canes. And the canes have, quite a... Oh, he's not here. Where is he? He's supposed to be here. Well, maybe I can't. Maybe they're gone for right now. Because of this thing. Guess I should have gone to see Ruben first before I went to meet the Bachelor. Oh, I'm really hungry. I didn't notice. I don't have any food right now. I'm gonna have to stop at a grocer. Or find someone that I can trade. There's no one on the streets. So that's worrisome. They're giving me very clear directions though. Why is that guy pointing that way? Doesn't seem like the right way to go. Oh wait. Can't go through here. He's right. This fucking bell is just awful. There's a lot of caskets. Alright. Can we stop with the... Wait, there... He's pointing that way still. Oh no, he's pointing this way. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, look, everyone important is here. It's a real town meeting, huh? And the chorus.
Well, under these circumstances, any inheritance would be opportune.
An epidemic, Brock. Plague. And if it's a sand plague that smothered 300 of my workers 5 years ago, then it's serious. Very serious, my boy. Your father saved us back then. But now I need you at hand. Do I make myself clear? What's going on here? That's of no concern to you, Brock. Everything important that could be done, I've done already. There will be a fund. There will be a headquarters, intrigues, sleepless nights. Everyone here thinks they're crucial to defeating the outbreak. But they're scared, mistaken. What can they tell you? Excuse me. I'm a doctor. I need the full picture. So you have some time on your hands? Then go to each of them. Talk to 1, 2, 3 people. Fill your head with minutia. While time is running out. Your time. 7 empty conversations. You don't need them. I can tell you all you need to know. That's alright, I'll manage. An hour of talking is fine. Let me in. I'd rather talk to all these people. Who are... Oh, you're, yeah. Okay. Oh, hey, Ruben.
It's like something is pulling my strings.
The hospital will set up in the theater. Possible infected will be examined there every day. The disease will be studied. We'll even try curing it. They say there's no cure for the sand pest, but Dr. Denkovsky still has hope. What does that mean for me? It means the theater is your place now, your real home. Tend to the sick, dissect the dead. Work night and day to find a cure for this accursed plague. I was planning to. But you are Algimski's private doctor now, aren't you? I guess I'll object then, or even forbid you to risk your life. Did he tell you that? Bullshit. Hello.
It's like my temples are being stuck with needles. Do something.
Katarina, I don't think we've met before. If it's the same sickness, all measures are pointless. Wishful thinking, delusional actions, for it's clear what we're dealing with. Fire from heaven, the great flood. No one shall be spared, save for the 10 righteous men. You have a fever. You're delirious. Forget the plague. You can't affect it. Think of yourself, not of the disease. Search your soul. Are you a righteous man, or are you one of the cattle for the slaughter? Whom will it kill, and whom will it spare, and why? This is the curious question which must be answered. By me, doctor, not you. Yeah, that much is clear. Yeah, we have not met Katarina before. There she goes.
Barley the barber's leading the gang. Some barber.
3 ruling families will recruit volunteers to observe order. The dangerous districts will be cordoned off. Entry or exit will not be possible. Any crime against health or property will be punished immediately. What does that mean for me? You're a doctor, so you have privilege. Unlike others, you're allowed entry, and more importantly, exit, from infected areas. We rely on your responsibility. If you discover you're infected, you won't attempt to conceal or spread it, correct? Yes. Little Vlad?
I see you're branded. Is that mark a letter?
This is humiliating. Father purposely charges me with tasks that present our family in the ugliest possible light. Supplying the fund with adequate food and medicine clearly impossible. My efforts here are futile. Why? Going door to door and seizing people's stockpiles of medicine and food? Insanity. They won't hand it over, of course. They barely have anything left. How did this happen? No one knows why. The train is almost a month late. We've maintained regular shipments of meat and skins, so where's our pay? Where's the regular supply train? We're on the brink of starvation. There are no stocks left, which means everyone's on their own now, and I'll have to kneel in front of my father and take responsibility for this fiasco. The early bird gets the worm. Hey, Ruben.
My fingers won't bend. It's the cold. That's all. It's just cold.
Look who's here. Lara says you were planning a sentimental get-together, remembering the good old days and all that. As if, what, 6 years haven't passed? I got the idea before all this. I know what you're thinking. You want to look for the murderer, avenge your father. Forget it. Let me handle it. I'll do it better than you. Father would want you to work, not seek vengeance. Work in his stead. Let you handle it. Why in the world? You failed him. You hesitated and left him in trouble. In my book, you have forfeited your right to avenge. Leave it to me. I could do better. And you, well, you're a better doctor than me. I guess that's, that's better than where we were before. What does this mean for me? You're no longer a surgeon, you're a pharmacist. I'm better at dissecting people, in all senses, Brock. But to create an infusion like Isidar did, that requires your intuition, your hands. It gives me no pleasure to admit all this, but it's true. I'll do whatever duty requires of me. Got it? Can we talk to the townspeople? Nope.
It's a crow eat crow.
There's Georgi over there, but here's everyone's favorite asshole, Daniel.
I'm exhausted. On my last legs.
Barak, the situation is regretful. I just didn't have time to warn you. He got my name right! That's a triumph. I understand. Forget it. Well, let's get down to business. We have 3 doctors in town. 4 if we count the deranged girl who claims to have a healing touch. Rubbish, of course, but she has a lot of energy and she knows a thing or two, so it won't hurt to let her work. And Burak, allow me to be frank. So the other doctor is stock, I guess? Is Ruben? Yeah, it's interesting. He says 3 and then 4 if we count the deranged girl, since obviously I just think of those 3. Where did you graduate? What are your qualifications? Do you have a degree? I'm a surgeon, and a damn good one. Brock, I want you to become my aide. Our primary goal is developing a vaccine. You're a local and enterprising. I need your help. A vaccine is something you create for the future, not for people who are sick now. Just want to protect your buddies in the capital if that plague spreads, huh? Other towns like this one exist, you know. If the disease is half as lethal as the outbreak 5 years ago, this place is doomed. Other people could still be saved. Or perhaps you have better suggestions. How can you know that? You weren't here 5 years ago. You weren't here 5 days ago. Neither were you, but I've been collecting evidence. Since yesterday, when you were dashing around the steppe, my explorations have actually been successful. Mind your tone, Brock. I don't take kindly to rudeness. Yes, I wasn't here for the first outbreak, but this is my hometown. So what do you have in mind, Brock? I need to find a way to save people. And you're calling me ambitious. This is the same disease that broke out here 5 years ago, then plague is like mumps compared to it. We don't know what really happened during that outbreak. Think about it. A curative serum for an unknown disease, this contagious and this lethal, on such short notice? What a utopian thought. The vaccine, on the other hand, could protect the healthy, people who still have a chance. I'd rather take care of those who are already suffering. I will make the vaccine, but I can't do it without you. All you need to do is be at my hand and do as I say. I will take full responsibility for the situation. Perhaps I'll drop by, if I have the time. I'm really hungry.
Everything is connected, woven together.
Yeah, that's what you
it
said
forms
last
a
time.
pattern in the great design. A human weaver who makes new connections cannot be ended by death.
It's spreading across Earth, the lower town, between the gullet and the abattoir. Perhaps it won't cross the gullet after all. Perhaps they'll barricade the bridges in time. 2 architects live on Earth, Andre and Peter Stabatin, both geniuses, each in his own way. Please, take them into your care. You could let the whole town die, but these 2 must survive. Why? Because you won't find mines like theirs anywhere else in the whole continent. We hunted them for much too long. My brother Simon collected many brilliant specimens in this town, you know. It is an ark. Why don't you take care of them, then? You're a doctor. You took the oath. Alright, I'll keep an eye on them. Peter lives in the loft in the Tanders. Andre, though, rarely leaves the Broken Heart, his pub below the factory. Put my hopes on you, Doctor. Pay them a visit as soon as you can. I know that place. It's Twirinden. No idea it's run by a genius. So, curious about it, wait, where'd the bell go? We have odd disease, turned everything upside down. Tomorrow will be very different. Yes, I know that. Why, Why is this still on here? Oh, is this where I'm supposed to meet? No, I don't think so. I think it got confused. Okay, there's a grocer here. Oh, I should have saved. I might actually go back in and save. Oh boy, everyone's here. Wow, you don't even have anything good. Alright, you really do need food though. Is everyone? No, okay, people are back in walking around now. Ooh, pemmican. Ugh. Ugh, I don't have anything good to trade. Oh, I need that. Shit. Okay, I guess I'll trade this. This sucks. That really doesn't help that much. Schmauder. A box filled with powder made of assorted ground pills. Extremely harmful, but somehow cures sand best. You just have a cure for the plague. Alright, where the fuck am I going? I mean, apparently I still need to go back and talk to Ruben. I also need food. It is 7 o'clock. Alright. An egg. Don't need soap. Yeah, I need to go get stuff that I can trade, probably. Pemmican. But I don't have anything that you want. Oh, I'm respectable here. Respectable, see? Red. Oh, I'm not trading that. Okay, I need to cross the road. Oh, this is an infected district, huh? I really need some thirst. Oh, hello. How's it going? The district is infected. Listen carefully. I'll explain what you need in order to stay alive. Go ahead. Immunity is your armor. It gets thinner each time you contract the disease, so it would do you good to keep an eye on it. Take pills. You know the drill. But it's not healthy to take too many pills. Indeed, infected air lowers your immunity, slowly but constantly, simply because you're breathing it in. That's not the worst part. What is? An infected person's touch, or touching infected surfaces like doorknobs or drawers. Also, sometimes it feels like the pest breathes on you. Breathes? How? I'm not a doctor, Master Barak. I'm a common orderly, scared witless. I'm only describing a dream I had. But the pest, it's like it's alive. It speaks, breathes. And woe if it breathes on you. That'd be quite the experience, Skipping. I'll keep it in mind. Anyway, all those touches melt your immunity worse than air, like a hot knife through butter. Then there's a tumor. A tumor? Like cancerous growth. The infection accumulates inside your body, checking if you're ready for it. If the world starts to go black before your eyes, escape the infected area before it envelopes everything. But if the darkness gives way, that means it's lost interest in you. For now. See interesting dreams, orderly. Nope, not through here. Peter Stamatin is in danger. Okay. This is also an infected district. I really... Oh, I'm also very tired. Oh god! Fuck. Get out of that thing's face. Oh, I really want that water. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna use this. I have these. And I can obviously go fill them when I'm outside, so it's fine. Okay. Oh, I think my immunity is also pretty low, which is bad. Oh yeah, it's, you know, just basically non-existent. Alright, that's the only immunity booster I have left. Which is a real issue. I'm guessing it was that thing that it did actually run into me, unfortunately. Wow. This guy's place is crazy. I like it. Ooh, loot. Ooh, money. This is pretty cool. I'm into this. What the fuck is this bathtub? The person lives, but mortal peril looms. The sand pest chokes their district, floods the streets. I can see that. Immunity protects each person here. Some have a long one, others but a short. The span of one's is long, another's short. Never thought immunity could be measured in centimeters. A dice roll makes a clearer picture, sir. At midnight, death will roll his dice to see if he rolls high. This one will perish. If he rolls low, they live one day more. Your part, Brock, is but to adjust the odds to the maximum. To some degree. If the dice has 6 sides, you can at times be guaranteed a 5. As in, death always has a chance to win with 6. But even death can't guarantee a 6. I've heard that death prefers chess. You are a doctor, a surgeon. Stick with dice, since you have means to cheat, and death does not. I can cheat? Teach me then, master gambler. A person weakly rolls the die, the way someone who's barely human would. They can't roll higher than a 3 without some help. And truth be told, they'll likely roll a 1. So you come here and turn the die just so the larger number faces up. Huh. Store-bought cure, a tincture brewed from herbs, would help them stay alive another day. Lucky me, I happen to have some. Near human, you must act. The doll cocoons may one day become real and need your help. These doll cocoons. They're not dolls, they're people just like me. And one more thing. The plague moves stealthily. It has no need to speak of its arrival in a place. When plagues by windows, people are at risk. But the morrow other districts will be touched. You must find them out yourself. So watch the town's condition close, Barak. It's not dice then. It's hide and seek. If I give an immunity booster to an inhabitant, they have a higher chance to avoid infection. I can't guarantee anyone full protection, but I can rig this in my favor.
Life is a night at the bar. All the wisdom you gained, you pay for in pain.
I should have left this godforsaken place 2 years ago. Get clean and move away for good. But I have no spine. I'm not a real man. Cannot leave her behind. Judge wanted me to check in on you. The judge? What does he want with me? I'll never build another one. No one ever will. What are you talking about? The tower! My precious tower! The locals call her the Pathologic, referring to her as it, as if she were inanimate. But for me, she is alive and female. That's weird. That's weird, Peter. And I can't abandon her. I have to gaze upon her again and again to convince myself she exists. So it was you who thought up that thing, Peter Stamatin. I'm considered responsible for creation, but I'm not God to completely defy gravity. It's Happenstance. Such a tower shouldn't be. It breaks the laws of physics, laws of optics as well. Just a coincidence. Such things are never coincidences. Listen, what's your name? We've met already. Have you drunk yourself amnesiac? Why have you come? Prophylaxis. You're in a plague district. Listen, doctor, you should check on Anna too. She's a circus artist who lives nearby. She's misophobic. I'm worried she might lose it completely these days. She's an interesting one. Be a pity if she died or went nuts. A misophobic circus artist. Now that's something. All I have is Twyrine. Guess that works. Well, he's still in danger. It doesn't really do much. Because I did not have very much. I also am very tired. I'm also hungry. Everything's going poorly. Alright. When I get out of here, where the hell am I gonna go? Honestly, I need to go back and go around. Back to my lair. Fucking... Oh, hey. Oh. Thought I could loot the body. Oh. Alright, I made it. Made it out. I'm really hungry. I need food. But I don't have anything to barter with. None of this is useful. You don't want anything anyway. Hey kid, do you have food? No, you have immunity boosters though, which I probably should get. Nope. Tourniquet. No, I don't need that. Okay. Need to turn here. Okay, so I just go straight. Water. Water's great. You don't. Well, actually. I don't really want to. I don't think I have food back in my place though, so maybe I should have gotten some food. Alright, we'll check out the shady shop. See how the prices are. I'm guessing they're gonna be too high. But I'm probably just gonna deal with it because. Oh god. I don't have. That's all my money. Alright. I mean, this thing is just like not actually all that good. It says extremely filling, and then you eat it, and it's like. Yeah. That canned food is actually huge. That was by far the best thing I've found to eat. Need to make some more immunity boosters. Oh, hello. What's up, guys? For you, Emshin. Heart, liver, kidneys, they still have life. Why would I need these? Make potions as your father. Cures from grief, poison, envy, aches. He made any cure when he had good meat. This is good meat. Take it. Only a Menku could cut a body. Is there a Menku among you? No, Yargachin. We have broken the law. Those who do not know the lines cannot cut bodies. We will give our lives, mine and Kusa, no others. But why? You do need these, Yargachin. Real potions have meat, Unente. Herbs have borders. Your great father used more than herbs. He made cures from blood and flesh, from those alive. What kind of cures? Any kind. Cures for pain, cures for fever, cures for the inner fire, cures for all 3 layers of the body. Those who know the lines can cure any disease with guts and herbs. This is how the world works. How do you know about the 3 layers? Skin, blood, thin threads. Your father treated with those. Nerves. Those threads are called nerves. These are a gift, so don't risk your life. Don't cut the living unless there is need. Don't cut the dead unless there is need. Even if you're a good Menko, Bado does not like it. Better we suffer than you. Bayarla, I accept your gifts and your sacrifice. Ugh. Medicine can be made from herbs, waters, and human insides. Various kinds of medicine, including ones that can be bought in stores. What did they give me? A kidney and a liver. You know. Just things like that. It's fine. Hey kid. I need stuff to trade. That means this. Probably these. Okay. The rest of this stuff is fine. Let's turn some of these over. Keep our immunity. We need the thread to keep. Blood. Great. Oh, it makes such a horrible noise.
My knee pits itch. Is that bad?
Your knee pitch? Your knee pits? I thought we could put, how do we do it with organs? Is that, I guess we can't use the organs yet. Oh, that's a thimble. Oh, I could fix that up. I don't know whether I want to fix that up, but I could. Yeah, I want to save this for this. Just need that bag. Okay. I'm really tired and really hungry. Oh, touch. Body is not to be cut open. It's only allowed for Menku, wise men who know where a body wants to give, and butchers who accept sin. The word for butcher, Yargachin, also means surgeon. The body is a perfect representation of the universe. However, the steppe people are not so naive as to correlate organs and bones to cosmic or geographical features. First and foremost, they refer to connections and circulation. I don't think we need the blood either. Okay, I think that's probably good. What time is it? It is nighttime. Oh, I was gonna make a tincture, that's right, for those guys. Okay, I'll make a few tinctures. Forgot that's what I was there to do. Go, move. Okay, so let's take these and these. Let's just make a bunch of them right now. I'm assuming, yeah. I don't think it matters which one of those I give to somebody who is in danger. Nope, not getting through there. Oh, right. Forgot that this is... Alright, so here is Andre's bar. There he is.
Yes.
Come here to have some fun, Sawbones. Plague is a time for feasts. I hear you're an architect. Sir, I am. Have you seen the dancing bridge in the capital? Never been there. What a lout. Have you checked up on my brother yet? I have. I took care of him. Great job. Have a drink on me then. Give me the bottle and keep your compliments. That's good. Take good care of my brother, Doctor. If I kick the bucket, so be it. But my brother must survive. He's a genius. And you're not? I'm the battering ram that clears his path. Me and him are perfect twins. All in all, you seem healthy. The judge will be pleased. Oh, this guy's got food. But he wants me to buy it. Did I? Right. Oh, I can talk. Blood twire costs 3 times as much today. Blood twire produces bad twirine. Alright, so... let's go try and talk to Angel. So these people, the ones that aren't on our list are other people's. Well, okay, the bachelor. Basically, each of the healers has a list of like 8 people that they are they need to keep alive. At least that's the way it used to be. So we can try to keep these other people alive, but that's more of an ask. Probably should have let my stamina build up before I went in here. But it should be okay. Guess I go upstairs. Hey, Angel. Well, that's an outfit.
Shall it rain? Shall it snow? Don't ask again. I don't know.
What do you want? Don't touch me. Stay away. I'm a doctor. What with you artists always being so difficult? Peter, now you. Are your hands clean? They are. You touched the doorknob. So what? Microbes are transmitted with touch. They stay on the skin. Evil is transmitted with touch too, and it stays on the skin. Fate is transmitted with touch. All this dirt changes you, killing you slowly. This is so repulsive. I'm a doctor. Microbes run from me like the devil from a holy flame. I don't even want to think about it. Everyone's prattling about that toxic stuff from the factory. It's out there, behind the windows, everywhere. All this dirt and grime. It's a punishment, that's what it is. It's all about those damned children. You'll have to trust me if you want to survive this. What? I'm a doctor making my rounds. Do as I tell you. There's an epidemic in town. An epidemic? Oh God, an epidemic. What? Plague? All my fault, my punishment. What kind of crime could condemn an entire town along with you? Are you a real medic? You really can't help me? So I wouldn't? Just don't touch me. A real one, trust me. This is Anna. We will give her one of these tinctures. Alright. That is a much bigger boost. We can also loot her. Ooh, yes, please. That's fine. That's nice. Oh my god, food!
A Shabnak. A man-eater of clay and bone and hair. She's the killer.
Wow. That's an interesting piece of art there, Angel. Can I loot any of this stuff? No. Okay, so one, I need to eat. Okay, I'm also very tired, but we're gonna try to handle that. Okay, how do I get out of this district? Up and over. Should work. Need some thirst too. Well, so I think I'm gonna pass out from exhaustion, which is an issue. My concern was I thought that I had to get over to. I don't know if this is where I'm supposed to meet all three of them, or if this is where I'm supposed to meet Ruben. And was this where I'm supposed to meet them? I think they said before midnight. I thought maybe that's what they said. And which is why I don't want to sleep. But also, I am basically about to pass out. I can sleep at the lump, apparently. Maybe I have to just go try. I can save before I sleep. I just have to hope that things are okay. I don't know, because I don't think I can get over there. With my exhaustion as it is. What is that? Oh. I don't even know where... Oh, you can sleep on his couch. Alright. Oh! Boy! Oh boy, I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. I know what that was. Okay, I mean that obviously didn't do a lot for my exhaustion, but... Hi, Daimon. Well, so the first oh boy was like the dream sequence, but then there's flashing through. Most of those were herb rides. There was an udon. There was a what do you call them? One of the theater guys. I don't know, reflections. I couldn't think of what they were called. And then there was something else in there, and I recognize what it was, but it's something that hasn't shown up in the game yet. Okay, can I go... I gotta go down, I guess. Really should have been doing this more. Okay, so if I want to get over there, go over here. Oh no! No! No, don't... Fuck! Well, I guess I did just... I can't even pull up the thing. Yeah, there we go. Crashed. Okay. That's sad. Hello, Taransky. Good, like in this town. What? And two in a day. No, that's not what I wanted to hit. Fuck. I can't believe it doesn't even say confirm. It's just like, oh, okay. Main menu. Load game? Yeah. Delete that. Oh, let's load this profile. There we go. Death's 1. It is 1. When I fell. Okay. So I hadn't slept at this point. Yeah. So we gotta see that again. See herb brides. There's a reflection. There's a new dong. There it was. Fucking weird chicken looking thing. Oh, it's so creepy. We still look like we're about to pass out. I don't even know where we can sleep over here. I don't think we could sleep anywhere over here. I don't know where the nearest place we could sleep is. It might be the lump still. I don't know whether we can make it over there and back. I don't know whether we can make it over here before midnight. I don't know whether it matters if we make it over here before midnight. Did I miss you dying? No. Game crashed. I've only died once. Which was on an early stream when I fell off of a thing that I climbed. And I didn't realize falling damage was going to be that big of a deal. Oh, I had to go up and around. It's very important not to die. Because they carry over. Deaths are counted, like, across saves, basically. So... yeah, I can go through here. Oh, that's something. I think I'm gonna end up passing out here, unfortunately. I think I could make this. Wish I had coffee. It is in this game, I just don't have any with me. Off that weird geometric thing. Yeah, it's like a prototype for the polyhedron. Which is that. It's just like a spiral staircase into nowhere. It's just out in the middle. The kids like to play on it. Okay, let's go up here. We need to go over here. I really hope that this is, I don't know, something. No, there's still nothing here. God damn it. I think this, like, got all fucked up. Well, this is where Marie is supposed to be. Hi, Jay. Oh, I think it's all messed up. What'd I miss? Well, I'm pretty close to being done. So, about 3 hours of running around. The plague is officially on. I failed. Okay. Overall death toll 26 people. You failed to protect the crude sprawl. What? Oh no! Okay. Nodkin got infected. Oh fuck. Okay, Peter's infected. Wow, this is all new. Oh no, Notkin's infected. Shit! He wasn't even in danger. Oh, we were planning to, why didn't I do it? God damn it. So I do have to do it before midnight, but I don't know where it actually is, and I think it bugged out because I didn't talk to Ruben. So I was supposed to go over here and talk to Ruben, but because of the bachelor thing, he got moved to the town hall, and then we had the conversation about it at the town hall, but it seemed like the game didn't register that it happened. And I had no idea where the meeting is actually supposed to be. They all talked about it. Like, oh, it's over here at this place. And I was like, I don't know where that is. Fuck. I really wanted to go do that. And I ran over here because I was like, well, maybe it's over here. Maybe that's what the marker is. But no, this is, I think, where the marker for where Ruben was supposed to be before he got moved. But also, I think I'm going to pass out. So I think I'm going to have to, yeah, I think I'm going to have to reload anyway. I mean, technically, I don't know what happens when you pass out, but it seems bad. Peter Saman is infected. Notkin is infected, which sucks. I mean, Peter being infected is bad, but not as bad as Notkin being infected.
The day is over. The end draws ever closer.
Oh, hi,
A new
Isidore.
pantomime is rehearsed at the theater.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go back here. Mostly because I want to try and figure out where... There's a stealth mode?! I didn't know there was crouching in this game. Oh, that's not crouching. Okay. That is also not sleeping an hour. That's sleeping like 20 minutes, which I guess is why it's so little. Okay, we gotta see this again for the 3rd time. This is really funny. Yeah, reflection. Adong. Oh, there was creepy thing with a long neck. Okay, where the hell is the Apple Road? I don't know where it is. Oh, I failed to protect the crude sprawl. How did I fail to protect the crude sprawl? Huh. Okay, I kind of just want to look up where the Apple Road is. Is that not what they said? I thought that's what they said. Oh, damn it. Oh, that's sad. Um, is it a metaphor? No, it's not a metaphor, but it is because I didn't talk to him before the thing. It can't happen. Um, you screw it, like it doesn't work, which is annoying because we talked to him. I talked to him about it at the meeting, and like the meeting is just depends on whether you go to here first before you go over to here, and I just happened to be it was closer to go to here, and I thought about it, which man, that's kind of annoying. And it does a neat thing. They were talking about what happens. Uh, so apparently it's over by the station, though. I guess we can see if we can go over there, but I'm guessing it sounds like it doesn't work. That was a little bit. I'm not sure that I like that, but. I need to go over here. You also do have to like get the correct dialogue to get them to actually show up, and I don't know if I did with Grief when I talked to him. I don't know if it was over here. I'm not sure where it is exactly, just somewhere by the station. And I don't know if she would be over here, if they'd be over here at all. Since I apparently didn't talk to Ruben, or wasn't able to talk to Ruben. This is... That's a bummer. So the quest was basically to go to each of Artemis' old friends, which are the Lara, Bad Grief, and Ruben. Ruben is the Lara's the lady that we stayed with the first night when we got here. Bad Grief is the sort of criminal guy that we talked to. He's like one of the first guys we talked to when we got here. And Ruben is our dad's apprentice who hates us now because he blames us for our dad's death. Yeah, there's kind of this thing where like, oh, let's all get back together and rekindle our friendship. Um, and yeah, I basically had to go talk to Ruben about it before the town hall meeting, which is not under my control really, other than, I mean, it is in that it happens after you go to a certain thing, but like it didn't, you know, there's no indication that that's what's going to happen. So, but the thing that they said was what happens if you convince them to come is Laura, Bad Grief, and Ruben move out of bones and into blood, which is neat. That's cute. Like, they're back to being part of your family. I don't think those categories matter other than list, as far as I know. Anyway, we're just gonna go back to, we're gonna go sleep. So we're exhausted. We're also very hungry, that's true. I got food, right? Or was that one of the ones that, did that get reset? No, I got some food. Alright. Not a lot of food, but... New pantomime is being rehearsed at the theater. Please don't be. Oh shit, Notkins. I assume the same thing's gonna happen. Yeah, I didn't realize that I didn't have a thing. I don't know what happens. Oh, Sticky's in danger. Why is Sticky in danger? Also don't know what happens to people when they're infected.
Time flies faster and faster with each passing day.
Oh, that's where it is. Oh, it's out there.
A day is over and night falls. And in that brief night, something will be irretrievably lost.
Oh, hey kid. What's up? Why are you in danger? This probably seems like it's probably better. No, it's not. I should have given him the other thing. Well, that sucks. He better not get infected. That would be bad. What does morphine do?
You don't look so happy. Must have come from the hospital.
No, I haven't been to the hospital, kid. We literally just set it up, so... Anyway, I will sleep. I need to sleep probably 6 hours. Try 5. See how it goes. Alright, that's pretty good. Okay, let's save. Well, you know, we're going. We're going. We made some mistakes. Oh, I see. Factory is now infected. So we're gonna have to go treat him. These places are... So the plague is burned out of these places, basically. Fortunately. I don't know what we can do about infected people. I'm gonna have to work on that. Do we have any other new ones? this? Okay. Well, you know, we made progress, even if we made some mistakes today, so that's good. Glad to get back into it and remember what the hell I was doing. We had a successful treatment. Our first successful treatment, so I mean, that's good. Everyone was all like, you're gonna mess this up, you're gonna get killed. And we didn't. So, that's good. Anyway, thanks everyone for joining me today for Pathologic. The plan is to go back playing this on Friday. I just fell asleep last night, so I didn't play it. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, and I do have a new schedule for the weekends. Not time-wise, just new games. So tomorrow, I'm gonna try to play Homeworld, or technically Homeworld Remastered, which you don't know is a space RTS that takes place in full 3D. I've owned it for a long time, and you know what they say, they can't make an omelet without indirectly causing the deaths of children. Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna start Homeworld, see how that goes tomorrow. I always heard good things about it, but I don't really know that much. It seems I played through the tutorial today to make sure that it worked and get a sense of how it is. And yeah, as the schedule also says, next Saturday, plan is to start playing through the Telltale 7 Max games, which is going to be interesting because I think the early ones are kind of rough, but they're also very short, so we'll see. Hopefully, it's fine. But it was a struggle today. I was working on getting it installed. I had to find my disc, which it turned out my season 1 disc was in my season 2 box with the season 2 disc. So I was glad that I was able to find it. And then my DVD drive, which is not normally it's a like an internal DVD drive, but it's not hooked up to the computer normally because the computer doesn't actually have a slot to it. So I have to open up my computer and hook it in. And the DVD drive basically exploded. It started making very bad noises, and then when I like immediately like tried to stop it and pulled it out, it was like smelling of smoke. So I was like, I think the drive is bad. But I went and bought an external DVD drive for like $20, and I got SoundMax installed and fine. Thankfully the disc was fine. I was worried the disc was gonna be fucked up. It seems like the disc is fine because I started the first episode, and it ran fine as far as I could tell. So yeah, so we're gonna start playing through those on Saturday. I'll probably just play through season 1, and then we'll take a break and go do something else. And then we'll come back and do season 2 eventually, and then eventually season 3 later. I've never actually played season 3, even though I've owned it since it came out. So that's part of the impetus of playing them. Like, but I have a soft spot for them, even if they're not always great. Anyway, so yeah, that's the plan. That's the schedule. Happy to be mostly back on track with streaming. Hope to stick with it. Yeah, thanks for everybody for hanging out. It's a lot of fun for me. I hope it's fun for you, and I hope you stop by again in the future. Night.